This is Tank's Vlog for October 9th, 2017, wrapping up the day in sports. And it was an extremely busy day, with the ALDS continuing and full NFL Sunday. First, the baseball action. Both the Red Sox and Yankees faced elimination today as the series came home after losing their first two games on the road. And so far, the home teams have dominated. They've only lost one game heading into today. That trend continued. The Boston Red Sox fell behind early 3-0, but David Price came on and stopped the bleeding. Incredible relief effort for Price. And then they just chipped away. Big hit by Rafael Devers. Big hit by Hanley Ramirez. And then they blew the game open late in the game. And now the Red Sox have a fighting chance. What they need now is Rick Porcello to pitch like he did in 2016. Pitch like the pitcher that won the Cy Young. And they could get the series back to Houston. And that game is today. National League Division Series also continues today, with the series shifting to Chicago and Arizona. And in the other American League Division Series game, the Yankees, after their Game 2 debacle, Joe Girardi not calling for the review, the Indians rally, got an incredible pitching performance today by Masahiro Tanaka. 7 scoreless innings. Then they get the big blow from Greg Bird, and that's all they needed. 1-0 win. Tell you, that really helped the Yankees there. Might have saved some pressure off of Girardi. And the Yankees, they'll have Luis Severino going in Game 4 Monday night. And that's been their top pitcher. Now, he didn't pitch well in the wild card game. And Chapman had a 2-inning save today, so their bullpen could be a little pressed tonight. But if the Yankees could win, they could get their series back to Cleveland for a decisive 5th game. So, looks like we actually now have series after 3 of the 4 series were 2-0. The home magic continues. The home cooking has been terrific in the playoffs. And we'll see what happens Monday. Now to the NFL. Coaching the team high on cocaine. Bob Forster, you're gonna lose your job. Little too much, little too kind. Jay Cutler is getting his ass kicked this time. Little too much. Yes, that's right. The Miami Dolphins win a game despite Jay Cutler. Not a good game by Jay Cutler. He did get a touchdown pass. Glory, glory, hallelujah. But the Dolphins were fortunate that Matt Castle wasn't there and not Marcus Mariota. Castle had a huge fumble, led to a scoop and score for Kiko Alonso, gave the Dolphins a 10-0 lead, which they didn't hold because Jay Cutler is just god-awful. And they end up winning the game. Late touchdown by Jarvis Landry. And that's what they needed. They're 2-2 by some miracle. But now their offensive line coach is on video snorting cocaine with this, I guess a hooker or something. She looks like Cleopatra Fox. Foxy Cleopatra from the Austin Powers movie. This is just going to be so bizarre. It's like, I mean, we're talking, he's doing the full Tony Montana. Snorting it off the table. Say hello to my little Dolphins. Hey. Then the Bengals, the Buffalo Bills, they get your hopes up, and then weep splat. After wins against the Falcons and Broncos, they go to Cincinnati and lay an egg. That's been the Buffalo Bills for the last 20 years, pretty much. Jets continue to defy their fans and win. You know, this is funny. It's the Jets. This is the Jets. This is what the Jets do. It's the same old Jets with a different way to make you frustrated. Oh, it's the same old Jets. This is just a new way to get you mad. It's just hysterical. They wanted to tank the season for Josh Rose and Sam Darnold. Well, you know what? They're coming to... One of them is coming to New York, but they're coming in blue, baby. And the team that knows how to tank it best is the Cleveland Browns. How many times did they get to the red zone today? Only to spit the ball up, spit the bit, and then you get this timeout. They're only down 3 points. Instead of kicking the field goal to tie the game, they go for it after calling a timeout and run this insane play into the line. Oh, God. Of all the NFL teams, they are definitely the Cleveland Browniest. Cam Newton was on today. He had a big game in Detroit as the Panthers won again. It's a good thing there were no female referees to distract him. At least this, I guess he won't be celebrating with that Greek yogurt this time. Way to go, Cam. And the Lions. Can anyone figure out the Lions? When you think they're going to win, they lose. When you think they're going to lose, they win. Up and down, up and down. The Colts unveiled a statue of Peyton Manning today. They had a guest decided to leave early. I guess he had a plane to catch. And the game went to overtime against the 49ers. And the Colts won. Jacoby Brissett, he shows flashes but makes those mistakes. So, at least he's got a pulse, unlike Scott Tolzien. So the Colts might not be in too bad a shape. If they could hang in there till Andrew Luck gets back with how the rest of the AFC South's playing out, the Colts might have a chance all of a sudden. And then there's the team that died on Sunday. We're gathered here at the Meadowlands to bid farewell to the New York Giants. Their 2017 season died tragically before it even was born. Odell Beckham Jr. breaking his leg, going off the field, crying. I mean, I've never seen a football player, professional player, bawl like this. This was like straight out bawling. Now, I don't understand he plays with a lot of emotion, but he was bawling earlier, and Brad Wing, Not that there's anything wrong with it. But then you got the offensive line, which is a disaster. Eric Flowers might just be the worst offensive lineman in the history of the NFL. They literally will be better off putting a vase out there. And then I like to play where Eli fumbled and they spun him around, and it's like Eric Flowers is like, "Where is everybody? Where is everybody?" He's like spinning. 0-5 the Giants. Macadoo, Macada. You really are a terrible head coach, Macadoo, Macada. Don't count on coming back next year. Down the turnpike, the Philadelphia Eagles are flying high, 4-1, and in firm control of the NFC East. Carson Wentz, a big game. Nelson Aguilar, he just undressed that poor defensive back for the Arizona Cardinals. It's time for the Cardinals to pack it in. Carson Palmer is done. They might be better off tanking the rest of the season, trying to get a real quarterback next year. In Pittsburgh, Ben Roethlisberger. Bow, 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 bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 interceptions, Ben. 5 interceptions, including 2 pick sixes, and then you had Leonard Fournette just running all over the Steelers. 181 yards, 2 touchdowns, including one that just 90 yards just to put the icing on the cake. Oakland Raiders, once again, without David Carr, they're not going to go far. 30-17 loss to the Ravens. Rams, there's another team. They beat the Cowboys, and then they come home, and they lay an egg against the Seahawks. Too many turnovers. Todd Gurley only 43 yards rushing, and the big play was he was going in for a touchdown, but the ball came out of his hands. He tried to reach out for that pylon, but the ball came out and was a fumble touchback, and that just basically set the whole stage all day for the Rams. And then you had the Cowboys. They blew a big lead to the Packers. They must have nightmares about Aaron Rodgers. I mean, when the Cowboys go to sleep at night, their wives and their kids have to come check under the bed and make sure Aaron Rodgers is not hiding under there. He's not no Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to see no Aaron Rodgers. And now the Cowboys are 2-3. Everything is set up for the Eagles. And in the Sunday nighter, the Chiefs remain the only undefeated team. 42-34 against the Texans. A big game for Deshaun Watson. He kept him in the game, put up big fantasy numbers. But the big story is J.J. Watt. Terrible news. Broken leg. Done for this season. And they also lost Merciless Wiley. The Texans are just they get an offense and their defense gets all injured. Talk about bad luck. Today's 3 stars are Masahiro Tanaka for his outstanding pitching performance, Carson Wentz, and Rafael Devers, whose big home run put the Red Sox in front. Today's birthday shout-out goes to one of the great linebackers in history of the NFL, Mike Singletary, who turns 59. And we take a look back at the 1977 ALCS at Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia. This was the second straight year that the Yankees beat the Royals in a 5-game battle. There was actually a bench-clearing brawl in this game, and after the brawl, nobody was ejected. It was just okay, get back onto the game. Let's get on with it. Now that you got that out of your system. Don't you wish sports was like that again? I certainly do. And that's why we have the Sports Encyclopedia, to look back at the days when nobody had a federal case over a bench-clearing brawl. And you had bench-clearing brawls, and it was fun. People laughed about them. That's why the Sports Encyclopedia is where sports history lives. Good day.